When Maya Santos first sat at the CNN anchor desk, the world was watching. Her heart pounded as she faced the bright studio lights. She took a deep breath and began, her Filipino accent clear and steady. Maya introduced a major political story, confident and prepared. But online, the reaction was swift and harsh. Social media exploded with cruel comments about her accent. Why does she sound like that? Can't CNN find someone who speaks proper English? The ridicule was relentless, mocking her heritage and questioning her place on air. In the newsroom, producers watched the backlash with concern. Executives worried about ratings and the network's image. For Maya, the end of her first broadcast was not a triumph but the start of a personal storm. The laughter and insults stung deeper than any professional critique. She had reported on wars and disasters, but this was different. This was an attack on her identity. The world didn't see her dedication, only that she sounded different. As Maya left the studio, the weight of 1,000 jokes and insults pressed down on her. The world had laughed, and she had heard every word, but Maya knew this was just the beginning. She had a choice. Let the criticism define her, or rise above it. That night, she resolved to keep going. Her story was far from over. The world had heard her voice, and she would make sure they listened. This was only the first chapter. Maya Santos grew up in a humble Philippine town, far from the world of global news. Her family had little money, but their home overflowed with love and dreams. Maya was endlessly curious, listening to the radio and reading old newspapers. She dreamed of telling stories that mattered. In her village, journalism seemed impossible. Most people were farmers or shopkeepers. "A girl like you can't be on television," they'd say. But Maya's spirit was unbreakable. Her parents, her biggest supporters, worked tirelessly to give her every opportunity. "Your voice matters, Maya," her mother would remind her. They saved what they could, bought her books, and encouraged her to study hard. Maya practiced every day, reporting imaginary news in front of a mirror. She wrote stories about her neighbors and interviewed elders about the past. She learned that every person has a story worth telling. Her beginnings didn't limit her. They taught her to see the humanity in everyone. This lesson became the heart of her journalism. Maya's dream was built on the foundation of her family's belief and her community's stories. She knew her background was her strength, not her weakness. The world would one day hear her voice. And when they did, it would carry the hopes of her small town. Maya's journey was just beginning. She was determined to prove that even the most unlikely dream could come true. Her roots would guide her every step. The lessons of her childhood would shape the journalist she would become, and her story would inspire countless others. Maya's hard work earned her a scholarship to a university in Manila. The city was overwhelming, but she never lost sight of her goal. She juggled classes and part-time jobs, fueled by ambition and instant noodles. Her first break came as an unpaid intern at a local radio station. While fetching coffee and making copies, she listened and learned. When a reporter called in sick, Maya seized the chance to cover a small event. Her report impressed the editor, and soon she was given more assignments. She found the human angle in every story, making her family proud as they listened back home. After graduation, Maya landed a job at a small TV station. The pay was low, the hours long, but she was on air, telling stories to a wider audience. She covered everything from local politics to community fairs, always searching for the people behind the headlines. Maya learned to stay calm on camera and ask tough questions with respect. Each report was a step closer to her dream. She wasn't a star yet, but she was a respected reporter. Her early years were her training ground. Every story, every interview built her confidence and skill. Maya proved that dedication could overcome doubt. She was building a future, one story at a time. Her journey was far from easy, but she never gave up. The lessons she learned in those early days would stay with her forever. Maya was ready for whatever came next. She had found her voice, and she was just getting started. The world was about to take notice. Her persistence would soon open doors she never imagined. Maya's story was only beginning to unfold. A super typhoon struck the Philippines, and Maya was sent to the hardest-hit area. While others stayed safe, she waded through floodwaters to show the true scale of the disaster. Her reporting was raw, emotional, and deeply human. She shared the stories of those who lost everything. A father searching for his children, an elderly woman in tears. Maya's empathy shone through every broadcast. Her coverage went viral, moving people around the world. International networks took notice. A CNN producer saw her report and was struck by her authenticity. Maya was invited to Atlanta for an interview and screen test. Nervous, but determined, she remembered her mother's words, "Your voice matters." She spoke from the heart about her passion for untold stories. CNN saw her potential and offered her a job as an international correspondent. The impossible dream was now real. Maya's courage and sincerity had opened a global door. She was ready to bring her unique voice to the world stage. The typhoon had changed everything, not just for her, but for those she represented. Her journey from a small town to CNN was proof that authenticity matters. Maya's story was now a beacon for others. She had turned tragedy into opportunity. The world was about to see what she could do. Her next challenge would be her greatest yet. Maya was prepared to face it head-on. Her voice would not be silenced. Maya's first CNN broadcast was a dream realized, but the aftermath was brutal. Online, she faced a storm of ridicule about her accent and heritage. The pride she'd felt quickly turned to shame and doubt. Alone in her apartment, Maya questioned if she belonged. A call to her parents brought comfort, but the pain lingered. At work, the tension was palpable. Some colleagues avoided her, others offered awkward support. A senior executive suggested she work with a speech coach to soften her accent. The message was clear: change to fit in. Maya felt betrayed, hired for her authenticity, now asked to hide it. That night, she faced a choice: quit, conform, or stand her ground. She thought of her parents' sacrifices and her village's faith in her. Hiding her accent felt like hiding their stories too. Maya realized her voice represented more than just herself. She decided she wouldn't erase her identity for anyone. The criticism would not define her. Her next move would shape her future and inspire others. Maya chose to stay true to herself. She told the executive, "My accent is part of my story. If I change my voice, I lose a part of myself." She poured her energy into her work, determined to let her reporting speak louder than any accent. Maya embraced her heritage, sharing stories and traditions with colleagues. Her authenticity began to inspire others at CNN. On air, she spoke with new confidence, her accent now a symbol of defiance and pride. Maya proved that professionalism and authenticity could coexist. She was no longer just a news anchor, she was a symbol of change. Each broadcast, she showed that a different voice was not a lesser voice. Her courage resonated beyond the newsroom. Maya's story was changing minds and opening doors. She was determined to make her voice count. As Maya continued reporting, viewers began to notice her unique style. She connected deeply with the people in her stories, listening with genuine empathy. Her compassion set her apart from other anchors. Negative comments faded, replaced by admiration and praise. Maya's reporting brought humanity to the news. She focused on the people behind the headlines, giving a voice to the unheard. Her stories moved audiences and inspired change. Inside CNN, producers trusted her with the most sensitive stories. Colleagues respected her integrity and courage. The laughter was gone, replaced by respect. Maya was redefining what it meant to be a trusted news anchor. Her authenticity was her greatest strength. She was changing the face of journalism. Maya's breakthrough came during a massive earthquake in South America. She was among the first on the scene, broadcasting live from the devastation. In a moment that captured the world, Maya rushed to help rescue a trapped child, live on air. She comforted the girl, then continued her report. Her face streaked with dirt and tears. Maya broke the wall between journalist and story, becoming a symbol of hope. The world responded with overwhelming admiration. The hashtag #GoMaya trended globally. Social media, once filled with mockery, now overflowed with praise. Maya's actions redefined journalism, showing heart and courage could coexist. She became a hero to millions. Her authenticity was now her superpower. Maya's place as a beloved journalist was cemented. She had shown the world what true reporting looked like. Her story inspired countless others to follow. After the earthquake, Maya became a global phenomenon. CNN gave her a primetime show, The Untold Story with Maya Santos. She focused on issues and people overlooked by mainstream media. Maya's show quickly became a top-rated program. Her success changed CNN's hiring practices. Diversity and authenticity became assets, not liabilities. Maya opened doors for journalists from all backgrounds. She traveled the world, reporting from places others ignored. Her empathy and advocacy led to real change, raising awareness, inspiring action, and influencing policy. Maya became a role model for young people everywhere, especially those who felt like outsiders. She taught them to be proud of their unique voices. Her greatest honor was the impact she had on others. Maya inspired a new generation to believe in themselves. Her message was simple: never be ashamed of who you are. Your story and your voice matter. Maya Santos proved that one voice can change the world.